Imagine standing in a crowded room, surrounded by laughter, voices, and energy. Yet, your attention isn't on the noise, it's on the subtle, the silent undercurrents. You feel the potential in others, see their greatness long before they do. Your sensitivity acts like a finely tuned antenna, catching whispers of brilliance and glimpses of what others can achieve. But here's the paradox: while you uplift others, something inside you feels heavy. There's a weight to seeing the potential in others when they can't see it themselves. You pour energy into them, watching them flourish, but deep down, there's a voice, a quiet longing for someone to recognize the power you hold, the silent support you give. Yet, often, it feels like no one notices, leaving you in the shadows. You've been gifted with sensitivity, yes. But it's not just a gift, it's also a burden. So, let's ask ourselves, when does the silent supporter step out of the background and harness this power for themselves? The role of the silent architect. In the journey of a chosen one, you've often played the role of the silent architect. You've held space for others, lifted them up, helped them reach dreams they may never have believed in without your presence. You see their greatness as clearly as the sun in the sky, and they lean on you, drawn to your insight, your empathy. You're the silent architect, building them up from the shadows. But how often has this exchange felt imbalanced? How often have you poured yourself into others without receiving the same in return? This imbalance isn't sustainable. There comes a moment when the silent architect realizes they've given away too much, leaving their own energy depleted. It's not a moment of bitterness, it's a moment of awakening. It's the realization that to continue this path, a shift is necessary. No longer can you be only the silent supporter, it's time to reclaim what's yours. Awakening the inner power. This journey of reclamation begins inward. It's a transition from focusing outward, pouring compassion into others, to turning that compassion towards yourself. It's an awakening, an awareness that your energy is sacred, your power immense. You no longer feel the need to be just the quiet force behind others' success. Instead, you start to honor yourself, to reclaim the energy you once gave away freely. This isn't selfish, it's survival. It's growth. It's the moment when your energy begins to fuel your own dreams, your own path. For too long, you've been the unseen foundation. Now, you start to build for yourself. Recognizing the impact of past connections. As you look back, you see the connections, the people who leaned on you, the ones who benefited from your insight, your compassion. They came to you for guidance, for support, for a sense of grounding. And yes, while you gave willingly, there's a bittersweet truth here: they drained you. They took from your light, yet they often failed to acknowledge the source. These connections shaped you, but not always in ways that uplifted. They left marks, yes, but now you see them for what they were. It's time to let go. It's time to reclaim. Reclaiming boundaries and purpose. In this newfound awareness, you begin to set boundaries, strong, clear boundaries that protect your energy, your peace. Toxic relationships? They have no place in your journey forward. You start to recognize your own worth, not defined by how much you can give to others, but by who you are within. With each boundary set, you feel lighter, freer, and closer to your own desires. Desires that you once set aside in favor of others. Now, it's your turn to chase your aspirations, to rediscover the dreams that have waited patiently in the background. The transformation, from supporter to master of destiny. Transformation begins here, as you step fully into your own potential. No longer defined by how much you can help others, you start to see the vastness of your own strength. You're not just someone who uplifts others, you are someone capable of achieving greatness on your own. As you harness your inner power, the pieces begin to fall into place. Every lesson, every experience, every moment spent supporting others, they have all shaped you for this. You are now the master of your destiny, driven not by the need to please, but by a fierce commitment to your own path. The amplification of sensitivity and power. And here's the truth: sensitivity, once seen as a weight, transforms into an unstoppable force. What may have once felt like an overwhelming burden, a constant rush of emotions or heightened perceptions, now becomes a source of profound inner strength. Instead of draining you, it fuels you, allowing you to engage with the world in a way that is powerful and intentional. Sensitivity shifts from something you carry reluctantly to something you wield consciously. You no longer view it as a weakness but as a powerful tool, enabling you to navigate life with a refined sense of awareness. Now, it's no longer just a tool for understanding others. Sensitivity evolves into a guide that shapes your interactions and decisions. Rather than simply feeling the emotions of those around you, you begin to interpret them, extracting deeper truths and insights that help you build more meaningful relationships. It's as though you have an innate compass pointing you toward authentic connections, guiding you away from superficial interactions. This guide becomes invaluable, providing you with a radar for sincerity and depth, helping you forge connections that enrich your life. Breaking free from limitations. This newfound power demands that you break free from all that holds you back. It's as though you've outgrown certain aspects of your life, things that once felt comfortable but now feel restrictive, confining. Relationships that once seemed essential now reveal themselves as drains on your energy, places where your growth is stifled rather than supported. This is not an easy transition. It often requires courage and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about what and who is truly good for you. Yet, the call for freedom is undeniable, and each step toward breaking free feels like a step closer to reclaiming your power. You begin to see how certain patterns have served their purpose but no longer align with who you are becoming. Habits, beliefs, and routines that once provided structure now feel like chains holding you in place. Recognizing this, you start to release these patterns, shedding layers that no longer serve your growth. It's a process of unburdening, where each release brings a lighter, more liberated feeling. With every pattern you let go, you make space for new ways of being that are more aligned with your evolving self, allowing you to move forward unencumbered. Embracing the tipping point. And then you reach it, the tipping point. It's that pivotal moment, a culmination of everything you've endured, every lesson you've internalized, every challenge you've overcome. All those moments that once seemed disjointed, random, or even meaningless now fit together, like pieces of a puzzle coming into place. It's as though life has been orchestrating these experiences to lead you precisely to this point. You can finally see the purpose in every detour, every setback, every struggle that brought you here. The confusion fades, replaced by clarity as you recognize the profound design of your journey. The moment when every experience aligns, every lesson makes sense, is nothing short of transformative. It's as though a veil has been lifted, revealing the deep wisdom embedded within each phase of your life. Lessons you once resisted now reveal their true value, illuminating the path you've walked with newfound meaning. This understanding empowers you, giving you a profound sense of purpose and direction. Each experience, whether it brought joy or pain, becomes a building block of the person you've become. You see now that you weren't just surviving those moments, you were growing, evolving, and stepping ever closer to your full potential. The final step, owning the journey. Now, the journey comes full circle. You stand as an empowered leader, no longer just a supporter, but an inspiration. You've transformed sensitivity into strength, compassion into power. This isn't just your story, it's a story for all who have walked this path of silent support, all who have felt unseen and unacknowledged. You've journeyed from quiet supporter to an unstoppable force, and now, it's your time to lead. So, if this journey resonates with you, if you too have walked this path from silent supporter to empowered leader, take a moment to let it sink in. And as a final action, write 777 in the comments below to acknowledge this transformation. Let it be a sign of your own power, your own resilience, your own journey from unseen to unstoppable. The world around us is no accident, and neither is the resistance you face. The system you live within was meticulously designed, not to nurture or uplift, but to control. Its architects built it to stifle those who have the power to see beyond the veil, to recognize their true purpose, to disrupt and transcend. But here's the secret they hope you'll never discover: your power defies their grasp. And the more they try to suppress it, the stronger it grows within you. You, the chosen ones, are destined to disrupt and dismantle the very constructs they've spent years crafting to maintain control. Unlike others who might go unnoticed, your presence is felt deeply. There's an unmistakable energy within you, one that they recognize as a threat to the status quo. It's not just your thoughts or actions that intimidate them, it's the undeniable potential they see in you to create real change. This is why they watch you closely, placing barriers and creating distractions, all in an effort to deter you from stepping into your full power. They know that if you tap into your true purpose, you'll unravel the systems they've built to control the world around them. Every obstacle you encounter, every challenge that appears insurmountable, is not random. These are deliberate trials, strategically placed to bind you to a state of self-doubt. They understand the power of confusion and hesitation, and they utilize these tools to make you question your own path. But remember, these struggles are tests designed not to break you but to refine your resilience and sharpen your focus. It's through these experiences that you gain the clarity needed to see beyond the illusions and distractions. The weight of these trials is heavy, but it's a weight you were meant to bear because, in carrying it, you're strengthening yourself for a higher purpose. Yet, even amidst these obstacles, there's a part of you that remains unshakable. Deep within, you understand that these challenges are more than just setbacks, they're the fires of transformation. With each struggle, you are being molded into a more potent version of yourself, one capable of not only withstanding opposition but of leading others towards liberation. These trials are the flames that forge you, removing impurities and strengthening your spirit. Each hurdle brings you closer to realizing your role in this world. You're not here to simply exist but to illuminate the path for others, to break the chains that bind, and to rise above the constructs placed upon you. Let's delve into the structure of this system, this intricate web woven from fear, manipulation, and conformity. They rely on fear because it keeps you in line. Fear is the fuel that powers their machinery, the leash that restrains your potential. But within you lies divine courage, a force that cannot be easily silenced. Your courage disrupts their control, making their power over you futile. The system is structured to uplift those who seamlessly blend into its framework, rewarding those who conform without hesitation and discouraging any deviation from its norms. Those who fit into the mold of predictability, who uphold the standards without question, are favored and encouraged to remain within the lines. In contrast, the system has little tolerance for those who challenge the status quo, for anyone who dares to question or think differently. These individuals are seen as threats to the carefully curated order, and thus, they often face resistance, punishment, or exclusion. The goal is to maintain control by promoting sameness and punishing uniqueness. Yet, despite the pressures to conform, you were never meant to follow their path. You are here to break away from the ordinary and illuminate a different path for others to see. The very essence of your being defies their norms, and your existence itself serves as a bold act of defiance. While the world around you pushes for sameness, you were born to stand out, to embody the power of individuality. There's something within you that refuses to settle, that cannot be subdued by their structures. This relentless spark within you is a testament to your exceptional nature and purpose. It's a calling that cannot be ignored, reminding you that you are not here to blend in but to disrupt and inspire. Your life is a journey that transcends the limitations they've set, a path forged by a purpose much greater than conformity. You were born with a destiny that demands courage, authenticity, and the strength to be unapologetically yourself. This higher purpose does not allow you to fit into the boxes they've created. Instead, it urges you to break through them. With each step, you are reminded that your purpose is not one of submission but one of impact. The calling within you is a guiding force, pushing you to rise above and live as a beacon of possibility, a living reminder that there are alternatives to the predictable path they offer. Embracing the identity of the chosen one is no easy feat, for it is a path that brings both great power and profound responsibility. This journey is not about gaining status or privilege, it's about recognizing and shouldering a unique duty to rise above the ordinary. The weight of this calling is immense, requiring a resilience that goes beyond what most can imagine. To walk this path, you must develop a strength that is unbreakable, for the challenges you face are not designed to destroy but to forge you. Every trial you encounter has a purpose, shaping you, sharpening you, preparing you for something greater than yourself. This chosen path is littered with obstacles, not as a punishment, but as a process of refinement. The burdens you carry are not random, they are precisely placed to reveal the depths of your courage and to fortify your spirit. Each trial serves as a test, a fire meant to burn away doubts and fears, leaving only pure resilience behind. This is the price of being chosen, to endure, to grow, and to transform through hardship. It's a process that molds you into a warrior of purpose, capable of overcoming the impossible because you were born to stand where others would fall. In those moments of darkness, when the journey feels overwhelming, remember that these burdens are not placed upon you to break you but to awaken the strength within you. Each struggle, each challenge, is an invitation to harness and amplify your inner power. The path of the chosen one is not one of ease, but it is a path of profound meaning and growth. You have been given these trials because you alone possess the power to turn them into strengths. Your journey is a testament to the resilience that lies within, a constant reminder that you are never given more than you are capable of transforming into a tool for your growth and evolution. The system seeks to exploit your weaknesses, to shame you for them, hoping you'll turn away from your own power. But what they fail to realize is that your weaknesses are the seeds of your greatest strengths. Every flaw, every insecurity, every wound has forged your resilience, your adaptability. They expect conformity, predictability, but your journey has made you unpredictable, unstoppable. Their power is built on illusions, illusions of material wealth, status, control. They want you to believe that these things define success, that they are the end goal. Yet, as the chosen, you can see through this mirage. You know that true power is not something external, not something given or taken. Your power is divine, unbreakable, eternal. Their manufactured power will crumble, but yours endures, boundless and resolute. The system's strengths are built on deception, and that is where their weakness lies. They rely on lies, on illusions, on fear. But you, chosen one, have the unique ability to turn their strengths against them. Where they impose limitations, you create opportunities. What they intend as obstacles, you turn into stepping stones. The more they try to stifle you, the more unstoppable you become. They promise safety, comfort, security within their structures, but these are illusions designed to keep you complacent. True safety, true strength, does not come from staying within their confines but from embracing risk, from facing challenges head-on. As chosen ones, you thrive in the heat of the battle, where others would crumble. It's in the fire that your power shines brightest. They see themselves as warriors, trained to defend the system, to maintain control. But you are not just a warrior. You are a prophet, a seer. Your purpose is not only to battle but to enlighten. Your voice, your truth, is a weapon they can neither anticipate nor counter. Their opposition, their resistance to you, is proof of your power. Embrace their opposition as confirmation of your path, as validation of your purpose. Your very identity challenges the status quo. Your presence alone is a disruption, a statement that the system is neither unbreakable nor eternal. By living authentically, by refusing to conform, you dismantle their control. And every time they fail to suppress you, every time they stumble in their attempts to weaken you, you rise, building your triumph on their failures. Their attempts to hold you back only serve to propel you forward. Chosen ones, the time has come to fully embrace your role in this revolution. You are not here to play small, to shrink within their boundaries. You are here to be a catalyst, a beacon for others who are awakening to their own power. Together, you are more than just individuals, you are a movement, a force of change. Now, as we close, I ask you to take action. If this message resonates with your soul, if you feel the calling within you, write 777 in the comments as a symbol of your divine purpose and unity with the other chosen ones here. This is not just a video, this is a revolution. Embrace it. Imagine this: your daily life suddenly feels unfamiliar. The routines you once followed seem empty, relationships feel different, and the things that used to bring comfort now seem distant, almost irrelevant. It's as if a veil is lifting, revealing something beneath the surface that you hadn't seen before. This is a moment of transformation. It's what many call a spiritual awakening, and it's both beautiful and terrifying. You're awakening to a deeper version of yourself, a journey of self-discovery that challenges the very foundation of who you thought you were. And in this awakening, there are things, habits, beliefs, attachments, that spiritual souls slowly begin to release. Today, we're diving deep into the 6 things that spiritual souls gradually let go of as they awaken to their true nature. Each release brings them closer to authenticity, inner peace, and a life that feels aligned. So let's get into it, the 6 things highly spiritual souls quit over time as they embrace their journey. From a young age, society teaches us to seek approval. We look for likes on social media, praise from colleagues, validation from friends and family. External approval becomes a measure of our worth. But as spiritual souls awaken, they slowly realize this validation is hollow. They start looking within for their own approval, letting go of the need for others to define their worth. There's a profound liberation in this shift. Imagine no longer needing to prove yourself, no longer depending on others for validation. By finding peace within, spiritual souls break free from the weight of constantly seeking approval. They find that true happiness and self-worth were always inside them, waiting to be embraced. We live in a world that glorifies possessions, a world where success is measured by the things we own. From an early age, we are bombarded with messages that equate material wealth with personal worth and happiness. Media and advertising continually reinforce the idea that a larger house, a faster car, or the latest gadget is the ultimate symbol of achievement. Society sets up a relentless race for accumulation, creating an illusion that acquiring more possessions will fulfill us, bring status, and make us feel complete. But the more spiritual souls begin to awaken, the more they start to see the emptiness beneath this material pursuit. For spiritual souls, a new understanding emerges that contradicts the world's obsession with material wealth. They begin to see that true abundance doesn't lie in the things they own or the labels they wear. Instead, it resides in the intangible, the love they share, the experiences that fill their hearts, and the sense of peace they cultivate within themselves. This shift in perspective is profound because it redefines what it means to live a rich and fulfilling life. Rather than pursuing endless possessions, they seek a life filled with meaning, joy, and depth, realizing that these are the true markers of success. As they continue on this path, spiritual souls begin to declutter, letting go of the need to acquire more and more. This release is both physical and mental, as they clear their spaces and free their minds from attachment to things that do not add true value to their lives. They find joy in simplicity, savoring the richness of experiences and relationships that touch their spirit. This newfound appreciation for life's simplicity allows them to live in a way that's sustainable and deeply nourishing. By focusing on personal growth, connection, and joy over material gains, they free themselves from society's pressures, embracing a lifestyle that feels genuine and fulfilling. Fear drives us to control every aspect of our lives. We plan, we worry, we try to manipulate outcomes, believing that only by holding on tightly can we feel secure. But over time, spiritual souls come to see the beauty in surrender. They realize that life has its own timing, its own wisdom. There is peace in releasing the need for control. Imagine letting go of the need to know what's next. Imagine trusting the flow of life, embracing each moment without the need to manipulate it. Spiritual souls learn to trust in divine timing, understanding that some of life's greatest gifts come when we let go and allow things to unfold naturally. In surrendering control, they find a profound sense of peace. Awakening also means re-evaluating the relationships in one's life. Spiritual souls start to recognize which connections uplift them and which ones drain them. They realize that certain relationships limit growth, bring negativity, or hold them back from their authentic self. And so, they slowly let go of these toxic connections, even if it's difficult. In distancing themselves from negativity, they make space for like-minded, supportive souls to enter their lives. They surround themselves with people who inspire, encourage, and understand their journey. By releasing toxic relationships, they create an environment that nurtures growth, peace, and authenticity. Society pressures us to fit in, to wear masks, to act in ways that are acceptable or normal. From a young age, we're taught to mold ourselves according to standards set by others, whether that's family, friends, or the broader societal expectations. This conditioning can feel suffocating for spiritual souls, as it suppresses their true essence and hides their uniqueness under layers of conformity. They are told to chase certain goals, adopt certain behaviors, and prioritize fitting in over being true to themselves, leading to a life that feels more scripted than genuinely lived. But as spiritual souls start to awaken, they begin to see through this illusion. They recognize that conformity is just a mask, a shield that prevents people from embracing their full, unfiltered identities. This realization brings about a profound shift, as they start to question the need for external validation. Spiritual souls see that their worth does not hinge on society's approval and that the more they try to fit in, the further they drift from their authentic selves. In this awakening, they find the courage to break free from societal expectations, stripping away the layers of falseness and revealing their inner truth. This journey is not without its challenges, as stepping out of societal molds can be intimidating. But spiritual souls understand that the greatest gift they can offer the world is their true self, unfiltered and unapologetic. They come to value self-honesty over approval, choosing authenticity over acceptance. They stop compromising who they are, finding that the world responds more positively to genuine self-expression than to mere conformity. By embodying their true essence, they become a source of inspiration, radiating a sense of inner freedom that others can feel and aspire to achieve. There's a deep joy in embracing one's true self, in living authentically. When someone stops hiding behind facades, they step into a world that feels infinitely more colorful, rich, and satisfying. They find that authenticity brings an undeniable sense of joy, as they no longer have to expend energy pretending to be something they're not. Every action, every word, and every decision becomes a reflection of their true self, making life feel less burdensome and more like an expression of their inner spirit. This joy is not just a fleeting emotion but a deep sense of fulfillment that enriches every aspect of their lives. By releasing the fear of death, they allow themselves to fully engage in life. Every moment becomes precious, and they learn to live with a heightened sense of presence. Embracing mortality, they find themselves more alive, more grateful, more connected to each breath, each heartbeat. So, there you have it, the 6 things that highly spiritual souls quit as they awaken to their true nature. Quitting the need for validation, letting go of material attachments, releasing the need for control, abandoning toxic relationships, ceasing to compromise their authentic self, and quitting the fear of death. Each of these releases brings them closer to their core, to a life that feels rich with peace and meaning. Remember, this journey is personal, and each of us is exactly where we need to be. Be patient with yourself, show compassion, and embrace each step of the way. If you found something here that resonates, give this video a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more insights on your journey to inner peace and spiritual growth. And don't forget to write 777 in the comments to affirm your commitment to this path. We're in this together. If you found this video, it's no accident. You're here for a reason. Call it destiny, divine intervention, or a nudge from the universe. Your presence here is significant. You're one of the chosen, handpicked by forces beyond this world, guided by unseen allies who recognize your immense potential. This message is for those who are different, who feel a pull towards something greater, something extraordinary. So listen closely, because this call is for you. You may have always felt a little out of place, as though you're in this world but somehow not entirely of it. The truth is, you've been chosen for a purpose that transcends the mundane. Your journey is one of purpose, woven into a greater design. Higher forces, spiritual guides, ancestors, energies that see your true potential, have brought you here. This is not a coincidence, it's a calling. You're meant to bring light where there's darkness, to be the anchor of truth, and to shine with a strength that awakens others. Your presence holds an undeniable magnetism, a force that others can sense. It's like an energy field that surrounds you, one that naturally draws people in. But this magnetism comes with a double edge. While some are captivated by it, others may find themselves unsettled, even intimidated. Why? Because your very existence reflects truth. You act as a mirror, showing people what they often try to ignore about themselves. They may not be able to articulate it, but they sense it. They sense that around you, there is no place for masks, no room for hidden insecurities. And this is the power you hold, the power to reveal, to awaken, and to shift. As one of the chosen, you embody a dual role. You're both a light worker and a healer. This isn't about soft comfort. Your role is intense, unfiltered, and powerful. You bring truth to the surface, revealing hidden behaviors and manipulations. Some may find it intimidating, but this is your purpose. You shine a light in places that need healing, exposing what needs to be confronted. You reveal, you cleanse, and you push others toward their own growth, even if they're not ready. Your very presence challenges deception, breaks down facades, and demands authenticity. Your journey has equipped you with a deep sense of self-awareness. This awareness is both a shield and a compass, guiding you through life with clarity. You've developed a strength that allows you to see beyond the surface, to recognize negativity before it has a chance to impact you. In this journey, you've come to understand the value of authenticity. Anything that disrupts your peace or compromises your integrity has no place in your life. This is your power, the ability to stay grounded in who you are, rejecting what doesn't serve your higher purpose. You are a unique blend of energies, the warrior and the healer. This dual power creates a balance within you, an energy that is both grounded and transcendent, nurturing yet fiercely protective. Your physical strength serves as an anchor, grounding your spiritual insights and allowing you to channel them with clarity and focus. You are here to protect, to nurture, and to lead with a strength that others can feel. This balance between warrior and healer is your gift, enabling you to stand firm yet open, resilient yet compassionate. You are not alone in this journey. Spiritual forces and ancestral energies surround you, guarding you from harm and guiding you along your path. You don't need to retaliate against those who seek to harm you. The universe has a way of balancing things out. Karma operates on your behalf, ensuring that justice is served. You can walk your path with the assurance that you are protected, that you are guided, and that every action aligns with a higher purpose. Trust in this unseen justice, and know that you are supported by forces beyond what the eye can see. You serve as a catalyst for change, a force that demands accountability. Where others may ignore or avoid difficult truths, you stand firm. Your presence calls out injustice, refusing to let darkness go unchecked. This sense of justice isn't just for yourself, it's for those around you. You hold people to a higher standard, pushing them to confront their own shadows. You are a beacon, ensuring that those who cross your path are held accountable, that light prevails, and that truth has a voice. You are part of an inner order, a group that operates on a higher level of consciousness. Within this community, you find a place to refine your abilities, to strengthen your influence, and to receive the respect you deserve. Here, you'll find resources and support to balance your power and expand your impact. This is where you belong, a community that understands your journey, values your gifts, and stands with you as you continue to grow. Being chosen also means guarding your energy fiercely. Your empathy is a precious gift, but it can attract those who seek to drain it. Setting boundaries is not only necessary, it's an act of self-preservation. Walking away from toxic influences, detaching from negativity, and protecting your spirit is a declaration of self-respect. In choosing your peace over drama, your integrity over compromise, you empower yourself and keep your energy pure. This is an essential part of your journey, knowing when to give and when to protect. Your life unfolds according to divine timing. Every experience, every challenge, every victory, it all follows a sacred rhythm orchestrated for your growth. Trust in this timing, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. Your spiritual allies are with you, guiding each step and ensuring that your path aligns with your highest good. You are exactly where you're meant to be, with every moment designed for your empowerment. Challenges come, not to break you, but to strengthen you. Each trial is a lesson, a stepping stone that fortifies your spirit. Adversity has shaped you, refining your strength and teaching you resilience. And now, as you continue forward, these experiences become a source of guidance for others. You've walked the path, you've faced the darkness, and now you can lead others through their own trials. This is your legacy, a journey of growth that inspires, teaches, and empowers. You are never alone. Earthly and divine allies support you on this journey, amplifying your purpose. They stand with you, adding strength to your voice, courage to your steps, and wisdom to your heart. Your purpose is unique, a calling that brings healing and light to the world. Your allies are here to ensure that your impact is felt, that your light shines, and that your journey continues with purpose and strength. Your role in this world is profound and deeply significant. Every step you take towards self-growth is not just for your own benefit, it's a beacon for others to follow. As you evolve, the energy you radiate influences those around you, lifting them in ways that might not even be visible to you. You embody the kind of transformation that encourages others to look within themselves, to see possibilities beyond their current realities. Through your journey, you are providing a pathway of hope, a reminder that growth and healing are achievable for everyone willing to seek them. You act as a catalyst, sparking shifts in the collective energy of those you encounter. With each act of kindness, each moment of understanding, you ignite a spark in others, encouraging them to tap into their own potential. As a healer, your compassion flows to those in need, helping them find a sense of peace and resilience they might not have otherwise discovered. And as a protector, you create a safe space for others to feel supported and valued. The world needs individuals like you, people who stand as pillars of empathy and strength, inspiring those around them to do the same. Your presence is powerful, creating ripples that spread far beyond your immediate surroundings. Just by being who you are, you inspire courage in others, encouraging them to face their own challenges with renewed strength. Your compassion serves as a foundation upon which others can begin to build their own sense of worth and resilience. This gift you share with the world is priceless, offering others the chance to grow from your example. Every positive impact you make, every life you touch, serves as a testament to the power of love and inner strength. Your journey is a gift, a guiding light that illuminates the paths of those who are seeking their own way forward. It's time to step fully into your power. Embrace this path with confidence, knowing that you are guided, protected, and supported by forces beyond this world. You have a purpose, a calling, and a strength that is unmatched. Remember, you are chosen, and you are here to make a difference. If you're ready to fully embrace this journey, if you're ready to claim your power, write 777 in the comments. Let this be a declaration of your commitment to this path, a sign that you're ready to walk forward with purpose and strength. The world awaits, and your time has come. Have you ever felt like life slips through your fingers, no matter how tightly you try to hold on? Imagine the relief if we understood that everything we grasp, ideas, people, possessions, is, by nature, fleeting. What if, instead of seeking happiness in the permanence of these things, we learned to find joy in their impermanence? Today, let's explore how much of our suffering is rooted in our attachment to things that, inevitably, we cannot keep. This isn't a call to abandon what you love, but rather an invitation to engage deeply without clinging, to appreciate without the desperate need to own. The nature of suffering and attachment. Suffering arises when our minds cling to things in a world that's constantly changing. We expect life to meet our standards, to fulfill our desires, to remain predictable. And when it doesn't, we feel disappointed, hurt, or betrayed. It's not that life intends to harm us, it simply follows its own nature, flowing and changing. Yet, we resist, struggling to make what we love last forever. But the harder we cling, the more painful the process of letting go becomes. Take a moment to think about a time when you felt loss. Maybe a relationship ended, a beloved item broke, or an identity you held dear was challenged. That pain, that ache, often wasn't because of the thing itself but because we'd attached our happiness, our sense of self, to it. When life inevitably shifted, we were left scrambling, trying to hold on to something that could never be held. The more we understand this impermanence, the less we suffer. Redefining detachment. Now, it's easy to misunderstand detachment. Some think it means cutting off emotions, living in isolation, or becoming indifferent. But detachment isn't coldness or apathy. It's not about closing ourselves off, it's about opening ourselves to life without expecting it to conform to our desires. True detachment means living fully, loving deeply, and engaging with the world without the need for anything to be a certain way. Think of detachment like holding a delicate flower. You admire it, cherish its beauty, but you know it's temporary. You don't crush it in your hand, desperate to make it last forever. Instead, you appreciate it for what it is, in the moment, knowing that its transience is part of what makes it beautiful. In the same way, detachment lets us engage fully without losing ourselves in the need to possess or control. The practice of detachment. So how do we practice this in our lives? It begins with embracing impermanence. Imagine what would happen if you truly internalized the idea that everything is temporary. Would you still get angry over small inconveniences? Would you hold grudges, knowing that your time with loved ones is limited? Embracing impermanence shifts our perspective, helping us cherish what we have without the burden of trying to make it permanent. In relationships, detachment doesn't mean loving less. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When we love someone without attachment, we love them fully, without possessiveness, without the need to control them. We allow them to grow and change, just as we grow and change. Detachment in relationships means letting go of the need to define and confine the other person. It's love in its freest, purest form, a love that respects the other's autonomy and honors the natural ebb and flow of connection. Detachment and self-identity. Detachment is not just about letting go of external attachments, it also applies deeply to our self-identity. Often, we cling to a rigid sense of who we are, defining ourselves strictly by our roles, beliefs, or past achievements. We might identify ourselves as the successful one, the caregiver, or the rebel, creating an identity that feels stable yet can become restrictive. This fixed self-image, though comforting, often limits our ability to see beyond what we've always known, trapping us in a version of ourselves that might no longer serve us. When we detach from a static self-image, we invite growth and transformation into our lives. Releasing the need to rigidly define ourselves allows us to adapt and embrace new perspectives, ideas, and skills. Imagine how much richer life becomes when we're open to evolving our beliefs and stepping out of our familiar roles. This process of detachment enables us to see ourselves through a lens of curiosity rather than certainty, discovering parts of ourselves we might not have recognized before. It's a liberating experience, one that fosters an ever-deepening connection with our inner self. Detachment from a fixed identity ultimately leads us to live more authentically. We no longer feel the pressure to maintain a certain image or live up to past accomplishments or failures. Instead, we align ourselves with who we genuinely are in the present moment, not who we were yesterday. This openness allows us to flow with life rather than resisting it, creating a path of authenticity that aligns with our current values, aspirations, and strengths. Living with this flexibility, we embrace the journey of self-discovery, continually evolving in harmony with our true selves. The peace and freedom in detachment. Living with detachment brings about a profound sense of inner peace and freedom. Imagine moving through life unburdened by the weight of past mistakes or the anxiety of future uncertainties. Detachment offers us a lightness that frees us from regret or worry, allowing us to experience each moment as it truly is. In this state, we no longer feel tethered to outcomes, nor do we feel the need to control every aspect of our lives. Instead, we surrender to the natural flow, trusting that life unfolds as it should, bringing peace to our hearts. Through detachment, we let go of the incessant need to achieve specific results or to mold the future to our will. The what-ifs and should-haves that often haunt us begin to lose their grip, leaving space for acceptance and serenity. Without constantly grasping for control, we become more resilient, able to face whatever comes our way with grace and equanimity. This newfound calm not only makes life less stressful but also allows us to approach challenges with a clear mind, free from the distractions of fear and doubt. By embracing detachment, we become more present and engaged with our lives. Instead of being pulled into the past or future, our focus shifts to the here and now. This mindful approach to life deepens our appreciation for even the simplest experiences, making each day feel meaningful. With detachment, we recognize that peace isn't something we need to chase, it's already within us, waiting to be uncovered as we release our attachment to control and expectations. Living fully present, we find that detachment doesn't separate us from life, it enriches our connection to it. With detachment, fear loses its grip on us, especially the fear of loss. Because we recognize that nothing is truly ours to begin with, we are less afraid of losing what we love. This understanding even applies to our fear of death. Detachment reveals that life and death are two sides of the same coin, and accepting this natural rhythm helps us live without clinging to every moment. We become free to experience life with an open heart, unafraid of change, unafraid of endings. The paradox of detachment. Here's the paradox: the more we detach, the more we enjoy life. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting the world, it means embracing it without trying to possess it. When we let go, we find a new kind of joy, a deeper freedom. We're able to enjoy beauty without the need to own it, to savor experiences without the need to make them last forever. In letting go, we gain everything: peace, freedom, and the ability to live fully in each moment. Practicing detachment does not mean we lose our passion for life. In fact, by letting go of our need to control every aspect of our existence, we open ourselves to a deeper appreciation of what truly matters. Often, when we're tightly attached to outcomes or expectations, our focus narrows, and we become consumed by what we think life should look like. This attachment can cloud our vision, making it hard to see the beauty in life as it is. Through detachment, however, we step back, allowing our passions to flourish without the restrictions of perfectionism or fear. Detachment enables us to approach life with a sense of freedom and openness. When we're no longer bound by the need to achieve or obtain specific things, we can immerse ourselves in our passions with genuine enthusiasm. This lightness in our approach brings a sense of joy that isn't dependent on results but is instead rooted in the present moment. We can explore our interests and desires with a playfulness and spontaneity that attachment often stifles. In this state, passion flows naturally, without the pressure of achieving or possessing, allowing us to fully enjoy whatever we pursue. As you go forward, consider what attachments might be holding you back. Reflect on where you could let go a little, where you might find freedom in releasing the need to control or possess. When you approach life with detachment, you'll find a peace that no external circumstance can shake. If you've found value in this journey of detachment, take a moment to write 777 in the comments below. It's a reminder of the inner alignment that comes from living with intention, from embracing the present without clinging to it. Thank you for sharing this space with me. May your path be filled with peace, presence, and a deep appreciation for each fleeting, precious moment. Opening. Welcome, chosen ones. You've been walking a path that's uniquely yours, a journey filled with challenges and moments of clarity that only a few understand. Today, you're here because you're ready to receive a powerful message about love, a kind of love that goes beyond what most people will ever experience. Stay with me till the end, and if you feel this resonates, type 777 in the comments to anchor this energy into your journey. Chosen ones, you're about to discover what it means to open yourself to a transformative love. A love that has been waiting for you, a connection unlike any other, ready to guide you to new heights and a deeper purpose. If you've ever felt different, if you've ever wondered why your heart's path seemed more complex than others, this is the revelation you've been searching for. Stick with me to understand the signs, the preparation, and the profound impact this love will have on your life. Section 1. The unique love for chosen ones. This isn't just any love. For chosen ones, love is a rare and powerful force that transcends ordinary connections. It's a love that defies simple definitions, holding a spiritual depth that words alone struggle to capture. Unlike conventional love that often rests on shared interests or physical attraction, this love vibrates on a much deeper level, reaching beyond the tangible. It feels sacred, almost cosmic, as though the universe itself has orchestrated it. There's an intensity to this love that can feel overwhelming, a magnetic pull that makes it impossible to ignore or deny. It's the kind of love that, once experienced, changes your perception of connection forever. This type of love isn't about fleeting emotions or superficial bonds. Instead, it's a connection that resonates profoundly with your soul, merging the vastness of the universe with the intimacy of a shared heartbeat. It draws you in with an undeniable gravity, inviting you to experience life from a higher perspective. Such a love creates a space where you feel seen, understood, and valued on the deepest levels of your being. It's almost as if you've met before, lifetimes ago, and this reunion reawakens something powerful within you. This sense of familiarity coupled with intensity creates a bond that goes beyond ordinary human experience, a love that seems written in the stars. The journey toward this love is rarely easy, though. You've likely endured relationships that left you feeling unfulfilled or misunderstood. Each heartbreak, each disappointment, and each moment of loneliness served as a stepping stone on your path, teaching you essential lessons about who you are and what you truly desire. These experiences, painful as they may have been, were all part of your growth, preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. You've been tested and strengthened through these trials, molded by the universe to recognize and receive a love that aligns with your highest self. This love isn't just a gift, it's a culmination of all you've learned and endured, a connection that resonates at the core of your being. This love is meant for you because of who you are. As a chosen one, you have a heightened capacity for empathy, understanding, and resilience. This connection is not meant to complete you, but to mirror back your inner power and purpose. You've been prepared for this love through every challenge you've overcome. Section 2. Signs of Divine Love Approaching. Now, let's talk about how to recognize when this love is near. Signs may come to you in ways that feel like pure synchronicity, numbers, dreams, or recurring themes. You might feel an intuitive sense that something is shifting, that something bigger than yourself is moving into place. You'll start seeing patterns or feeling an inner calling, like you're being drawn toward a specific energy or person. You may notice a sense of calm in the midst of chaos, an inner knowing that feels almost foreign but deeply reassuring. These signs are there to guide you, to reassure you that all of the challenges in past relationships were not in vain. They were a necessary part of the preparation. When this person arrives, you will feel a pull, a magnetic force that can't be denied. It's as though you've known them for lifetimes, a connection that defies explanation yet feels more real than anything you've ever known. Section 3. Purpose beyond romance. This love isn't here just to bring personal happiness or satisfaction. It holds a purpose far greater than any one relationship. Together, you and your counterpart are meant to work towards something bigger. This isn't a union for just personal fulfillment, but for fulfilling a mission, a calling that goes beyond both of you. You'll find that your energies amplify when you're together, creating an impact that reaches beyond just the two of you. Whether you feel called to create, to lead, to heal, or to teach, this relationship will give you the strength to do so. It's a connection that, through its presence, raises the vibration of those around you, contributing to the collective consciousness and inspiring others to find their own paths. This love is a partnership for a higher purpose, a bond meant to remind you both of your role in uplifting and guiding others. You're here not only to experience joy and connection but to make a difference in a world that needs the light you bring. Section 4. The journey of personal growth and healing. But be prepared, chosen ones. This love will not be without its challenges. It will reveal parts of yourself that you may have kept hidden, even from yourself. You will be forced to face old wounds and insecurities, the shadows you may have thought you left behind. In this connection, your partner will serve as a mirror, reflecting the areas within you that need healing and growth. This process isn't easy, but it's transformative. Divine love demands that you rise, that you heal from old patterns and learn to build a foundation on self-acceptance. True love cannot flourish without a commitment to self-growth. As you deepen in this journey, you'll find that the love you share with your counterpart enhances your own love for yourself, strengthening your spirit and allowing you to move forward with clarity and purpose. Section 5. The challenges of divine love. This connection is not for the faint-hearted. The intensity of this relationship can be overwhelming. You may feel like you're being pulled into deep emotional waters, but this is part of the experience. Divine love is intense because it's real. It's a love that asks you to be vulnerable, open, and honest with yourself. Remember to create balance. Maintain boundaries, take time for yourself, and allow space for personal growth within the relationship. You may also face resistance from those around you who cannot comprehend the depth of this connection. Not everyone will understand or support it, and some may even question or challenge it. This is natural. Divine love challenges not just you but also those who witness it. Section 6. Embracing the sacred mission together. Once you find balance, you'll step into the sacred mission you share together. This love is an invitation to serve, to create, to inspire. You will find that together, your energy holds a transformative power, a light that can uplift others. As chosen ones, your mission is more than just being in love, it's about contributing to the healing and awakening of those around you. Think of your love as a lighthouse. It's a beacon for others, reminding them of the power of authentic, unconditional love. This love goes beyond you. It's an energy that, when shared, can ripple out to inspire and heal others, showing what's possible when two souls come together with a higher purpose. Section 7. Final preparation for divine love. Prepare yourself by releasing old patterns and aligning with your true self. This process may feel challenging, as it involves identifying habits and mindsets that have become comfortable but no longer serve your growth. Old patterns can be deeply ingrained, subtly guiding your decisions and responses. To prepare for a love as profound as this, it's essential to recognize these patterns and let them go, no matter how familiar they may feel. This act of release is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to make space for something new, something aligned with your highest self. Letting go of limiting beliefs, past traumas, and emotional baggage is a necessary step on this journey. These elements can weigh you down, creating barriers that prevent you from fully embracing divine love. Limiting beliefs often stem from past disappointments or fears, whispering doubts about your worthiness or capability for deep connection. Similarly, emotional baggage, unresolved pain, and traumas from the past can cloud your ability to trust, love, and receive openly. As you release these aspects, you free yourself from their influence, becoming lighter and more open to the possibility of love that transcends your past. Focus on connecting with your inner peace, cultivating self-awareness, and building a life aligned with your values and intentions. This preparation is not about changing who you are but about becoming more of your true self. Take time for introspection, journaling, meditation, or any practice that brings you closer to your inner truth. By aligning your life with your deepest values, you create a foundation of authenticity that can support a divine connection. Envision the partnership you desire, setting your intentions clearly and powerfully. This visualization serves as a guide, helping you attract a love that resonates with your soul's true desires. Aligning with this divine love requires openness and readiness, which are cultivated by embracing every part of yourself, including the parts you might feel unsure about. This love doesn't demand perfection but instead calls for authenticity and a willingness to be vulnerable. Openness means allowing yourself to be seen, with all your strengths and imperfections. Readiness, on the other hand, means trusting that everything you've experienced has prepared you for this moment. You are exactly where you need to be, and there's no need to rush or force anything to happen. Embrace who you are fully, acknowledging the journey that has brought you to this point. Each lesson, each heartbreak, and each victory has shaped you into the person you are today. By accepting yourself completely, you attract a partner who will love you for your true self, not for a version you think you need to be. Embracing yourself fully is an act of self-love, sending a message to the universe that you are ready for a connection that honors the real you. This step is essential in aligning with the frequency of divine love, as it opens the door to a partnership that's rooted in mutual acceptance. Chosen ones, this is the love that awaits you. A love that's both a reward and a calling, one that will elevate you to new levels of understanding and purpose. You are ready. You've been through the challenges, and you've grown stronger with every step. Now, it's time to embrace this love and the divine mission it brings. If you're ready to welcome this transformative connection, type 777 in the comments. Let this be a sign to the universe that you're open to the love meant for you. Remember to subscribe and keep this message close to your heart. Your journey has brought you here for a reason, and what awaits is a love beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you for joining me today, chosen ones. Stay strong, stay open, and continue on your path with faith.